Welcome back to We Never Learned the Rules in this episode 26 of our Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Evan is throwing gang signs at me?
No, I did. I did 26.
Oh.
26.
Wow.
I was lost.
And then I just started being a hype guy.
Yes, hype guy.
Yep.
I am Brendan, your dungeon master, and I am joined here by Evan and Anna, who are playing Mo, Baptiste, and Sim. Also with us in a spirit, if not in form, is the soul of Tano Gouda, who is still alive, but, you know, it sounded like she died, I guess, with that introduction.
No.
She left you.
Yeah.
For me.
I was like, for you?
You are Tano. Tano's gonna work on herself.
It's weirdly incestuous.
With oneself. Just called something else.
Last episode, Sim dealt with the consequences of taking the place of Lord Talbot, who Mo had murdered the episode before to get out of their marshal badge issue. And it has caused a crisis in their relationship as friends and between Mo and Tano as lovers. And things are quickly coming to a head as Mo feels the best course of action is to, I guess the best term is kidnap Talbot's son to send him to work on his family's farm in, I guess, a form of indentured servitude.
I mean,
He's a child.
Enough to make it better.
it's not.
No, he's
indentured
learning
servitude.
values and
Yeah, he's gonna get an opportunity to build character, Brendan.
Yeah.
It's not indentured servitude.
There it is.
When you're building character as a youth.
Okay, so I guess we're just sending him to go work at holes.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
gonna go dig holes on my parents' farm.
What the fuck do your parents do on this farm? What do
No,
what do
don't
they
dig
need all those holes for?
Ding him up them holes, dig them.
Man, what a slapper. Is that how people speak? I don't think so. That song slaps.
There it is. Evan's not a robot.
Yeah.
Evan is not an alien in human skin.
All right, without further ado, let's get started on this episode 26 of We Never Learned the Rules. Sim, you are going back to retake your place as Talbot at the manor when Keela flies down and prints out a little message for you saying,
Something along the lines of like, learn as much as you can about Knights of the Mother, search documents, take them if you need them, destroy this after you're done.
are you guys doing anything with Talbot's body, or are you just kind of leaving him in the bag of holding?
I feel like we need to leave him in there.
Okay.
Just in case we need that body. It's like being
Yeah.
preserved, right? Sort of.
Sure.
Ew.
I mean, it's like in a vacuum, right? A body in space.
Not really.
No. It's just like a different plane of,
Yeah.
of space plane.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like it's stopping the normal movement of time or anything, or it's too cold for bacteria. It's
I think we just need to keep it and do, after we do the shit with, I mean, this is sort of like, we can talk about this later, but we need that body to make it so it seems like he died later than he actually did. And like put it somewhere or frame someone.
Yeah.
like, wouldn't it be whack if everybody just found his body in like the middle of a brothel 3 worlds away?
Mo would probably suggest, well, no, we can get to that.
Anyway.
Okay. So I will read it, and then do I have like matches or anything like that?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll burn the note.
Okay, nice.
Burn after reading.
There you go. There's an episode name.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll just head back.
Okay. You manage to get in disguised as a guard, and as soon as you are back where you would expect, you transform into Talbot so no one will question you. And what would you like to do?
What time is it?
I'd say probably early morning, maybe 6, 7.
Okay. So I am going to like go to bed because I haven't actually slept yet. So I'm like, all right.
Did you head back after talking to Mo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then this is probably closer to 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going, okay. So what I'm going to do while the rest of the house is still sleeping and everything, I'm immediately going to go to his office and like poke around, look for documents.
Roll me an investigation check.
I was going to say, yeah, searching in the middle of the night, I feel like is the best.
Yep.
Hey, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. 19.
You find a lot of stuff. You are finding books and ledgers and journals that he has kept. And you come to a safe behind a painting as you're searching every part of the room. It has a big key in it, and inspiration strikes you. And you reach into the bag of holding and just say Talbot's key. And a key ring, presumably from Talbot's body, flies into your hand. And you are able to find the key from a big key ring of maybe 20 or 30 keys on it. And it does unlock the safe to reveal some information from, it pretty much relates to Garrick and kind of his investigation into him, and a small sack of gold as well.
How much gold?
3 billion.
Holy shit.
Jeffrey Bezos.
No, there's probably a good 1,000 gold right there or so.
Great. I'm adding that gold to my inventory
Sorry,
right now.
Mo. You just never get any gold.
No one's going to give me any gold. They're mad at me.
It's true. Sorry.
Mo the mooch.
Oh, inventory.
Yada, 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 yada.
Damn, I have a lot of gold now.
No, not doing a Minnie the Moocher callback response thing. Fine.
Okay.
Oity, 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 oity.
Ay.
You know that song?
No.
You've never seen Blues Brothers?
No.
Oh. It's a famous jazz thing where
I know what the Blues Brother is. I have never seen it on purpose. It just does not look like a movie I would enjoy.
So, yeah. So, in addition to pocketing that gold, I want to clear out that safe. Like, I want to take all this information on Garrick.
That information relates to what's currently happening on Tanis with the war that's going on there.
Okay.
Troop numbers. It's nothing like super juicy. It does relate to troop numbers, movements, current battles, logistics, basically, but not stuff you'd want to leave lying around.
Okay. So that's less important to me, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've got my bag of holding with a rotting dead body in it.
Thankfully, the bag of holding isn't going to intermingle stuff, so you're not going to have like 1,000 papers with Talbot juice on it.
Yeah.
Talbot soup.
Yeah. So I do want to take that information. I want to put it in the bag of holding.
Are you pretty much just clearing everything in this room out?
Not everything, but the safe, because no one's going to notice that missing. At least not right away. So I'm going to take that shit and I'm going to lock the safe back up.
Okay.
And throw the key back into the
bag of holding.
To the bag of holding. And then of those other books and documents and ledgers and it, like, is there anything that strikes me as being anything important?
Most of them relate to like Talbot's accounting and stuff like that. The accounting of the massive amounts of money that he controls and how it's spent, where it goes, who owes what. And it's not so much like immediately useful. I imagine Sim probably goes a little cross-eyed looking at it, but it shows just a lot of where his power is invested. Okay.
Yeah, I want to grab a few of those too.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I mean, are these on shelves and stuff?
Yeah. They're giant ledgers.
Okay. And ledgers, I mean, these books are bound. They're not like a 3-ring binder. You're like,
no, they're not 3-ring binders. They are bound ledgers that he has been writing in with ink pens.
Okay. So I don't want to take every last one, but I want to take a few. Like if
the most recent or
the
something?
most recent. Yeah, that sounds good. And like I'm fully aware that like the shelves are looking a little less populated than they have been, but whatever. I'm Talbot. If I want to hold on to my ledgers, then I can hold on to my ledgers. Fuck off, you know? Yeah. I want to do a quick investigation of the room, like touching, like pulling out some books, like touching any like picture frames, seeing if there's anywhere hidden.
So
trapdoors.
Roll me perception.
16.
You go around the room, lifting up paintings, checking for, secret switches or hidden rooms or stuff. As you're doing it, you recognize one of the paintings you're lifting up and realize it's probably one of the more valuable items in the room. It's from a famous painter named Orville. Just Orville. A famous painter from a few hundred years ago.
Okay. I want to like lift it off its hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
And you just shove it in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frame and all, because frames are expensive too. Yep. We don't got time for that.
Yeah, we don't have Hobby Lobby with 50% off a frame or something. So
what's that look, Evan?
It's just like, I don't want to metagame, so I'm not going to say anything.
What, the fact that I'm taking things off of my... Ooh, you know what I do with it? You know what I do? I want to replace that painting with the one I had stolen, the really shitty one from the inn.
Oh my God.
Yes, you are able to do that.
I forgot you did that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, you are able to do that. And that's just synchronicity right there. So you leave up just like a shitty hotel painting, that they buy in bulk. And that's just hanging there next to like the equivalent of Monet's and Rembrandt's and stuff.
Yes, I do believe it was a painting of a sailboat. So
that's hilarious.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. But nothing else seems out of the ordinary.
There doesn't seem to be any like hidden secrets aside from that safe in the room.
Yeah. All right, great. Well, in that case, I'm going to head on up to bed, and actually get a few Z's, and wake up in my own bed. Well, Talbot's bed, so that, there's no suspicion.
Yeah. Are you doing anything, Mo?
I think, I assume after my interaction with Tano, we just like, went our separate ways, obviously went to our own rooms.
Yeah. She is not sleeping over tonight.
Yeah. Really?
You wanted space? Fine. And she just left.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I feel really bad about how things played out. So as an act of goodwill, I'll just wander the streets until I find like a pretty flower. And then I'll just leave it by her door. I'm not going to knock or anything, just so she can see it in the morning.
Roll investigation.
20, not natural.
Yeah, you do find a quite beautiful flower. Long stemmed, I don't know, maybe a lily.
Okay.
And you leave that outside her door.
Just like a simple note says, sorry, period. Not only is he bad at forging relationships romantically, he's not good at mending them.
Tracks. And Sim, you wake up the next morning to servants opening up the blinds in your room. They don't say anything to you, but they are getting ready to get you dressed.
Okay.
Like they're stripping you of your night clothes till you're butt ass naked and dressing you, and they don't have a single compunction about it.
Good. Because I don't know exactly what Talbot looked like, everywhere. So
roll performance. Roll performance for dick size, I suppose.
oh no, why did I say anything?
Anna's go-to is just to sabotage herself.
It is kind of hilarious. If there's an option for role playing that involves sabotaging the next 3 weeks of her rolls, she'll take it.
Well, at least I have pretty good performance.
Yeah, you were largely able to guess. What did you roll?
Yeah, 21.
21. Yeah, you saw him, just under his clothes as an actor, kind of his general proportions, and you think you're pretty spot on with just everything.
Seems
not just dick size, but
this is big dick energy right here.
Oh yeah.
My sir, you've grown. But no, they dress you without comment, and you are ready to start your day. I guess roll me insight.
So that's 25.
Yeah, you have a general sense of what a man like Talbot's schedule might be like, at least in the morning.
Awkward family breakfast?
Most likely an awkward family breakfast, but then also the typical things a lord of his station has to address each morning as well. But breakfast first, thankfully. And yeah.
Great. I imagine that the breakfast conversation goes off similarly to how the dinner conversation went off.
Yeah. And Zarin is starting to give you odd looks.
Yeah. Do I pick up on these looks?
What's your passive perception?
17.
Yeah, you're picking up that they're starting to notice something's a little off.
Sorry, I'm still just not feeling super well. I'm not quite myself, if you know what I mean. Zarin, my dearest puppy cat.
Excuse me? Cat dog.
My truest star, my truest North Star, my lovely spring rose. If you would meet me in my office after dinner, after breakfast, that'd be wonderful.
If you insist, darling. And unless you have anything to say, breakfast continues as awkward as it has been. Mm-hmm. And the two of you head to your office.
So once there, darling, ever dearest, would you take a seat, please?
They take a seat.
I have this is going to be hard to hear, but things, as you know, are worrisome with these God things and all of that. And I fear things are becoming dangerous.
Yes, that's why we're going to war.
Yes. War is indeed quite dangerous. And I feel that sweet little Val deserves the best, and he needs to be safe.
You can see with your passive perception that Zarin kind of agrees with you, but also hates that they think they know where you're going with this.
I know how much you love Val, and I love him too. And I believe this is why we have to make a really difficult decision.
Yes, we have to sacrifice him to win the war.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Woof. Zarin is not who I thought they were. No. I found a very safe place for young Val to stay temporarily. I can't tell you with whom or where it is. That sort of information may become extremely valuable depending on how all of these things go down. And certainly, if you were to know this, that would be a burden I would never wish upon you, my sweetest flower, my clearest lake. And I know this will be hard, but what do you think?
I do not want to send my son away.
Well, of course, but you understand.
I can go with him. He would do better if I was there.
I know how much you love him. I knew you would say this. But unfortunately, I really need you here. You are the macaroni to my cheese. Just kidding.
Roll persuasion. The macaroni to my cheese, the pretzels to my beer, the
Whoa.
That's a nat 20 plus 8.
They look saddened, but they're nodding in understanding, just kind of looking off, wistfully melancholic, but understanding. Just promise me this, dear, that when this is over, we shall all be a family again.
Yes, my loveliest. I want nothing more than for that to be in the cards for us, but we don't know what the future holds. I will do everything in my power.
I know that my future has you in it.
Oh,
and that is all
boy.
I need.
Yes. Of course, you and Valor are all I care about. But unfortunately, I have to take care of these other things in order for me to secure your safety and ultimately our family's happiness. You understand this, yes?
Yes, I do.
Very good. It must happen quickly. This evening, tonight.
So soon we...
I know it's soon, but...
Yes, yeah, I do understand. Yes, it is all happening so fast.
It is, but things are escalating quickly, you know. So spend the day with him. Just...
Yes, of course. I shall take him to the gardens and we shall have a good day together. Can you at least break away from your meetings at lunch to come spend one final supper with us?
I'm sure I can make that happen. I want nothing more, my sweetums.
It will be a good memory to hold us over until we all meet again.
Yes. And I'm actually like Sim is feeling at least a fraction of what Mo must have been feeling whenever he killed the real Talbot. But also Sim is not the worst actor, so he does conjure a tear and wipes it away. And I'm sorry. You must go to Val. I will see you at supper. I've just got a lot of things to do and arrangements to be made. So and with that, I'm just going to turn to some papers on the desk and pretend like I'm reading them and just like pick up a pen. And
Zarin comes up and places a kiss on your cheek and then leaves.
I am like picturing that. You've seen that clip of Trump where he's like, I've had enough questions. And there's like 2 papers on his desk. And he just kind of like.
Yes. It's exactly like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially because the night before I cleared most things off that desk into the bag and I left like 2 things. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just going to spend time in that. In the room, and then like attend some meetings and whatever else.
And do you let the guards know that the tower is coming to pick up Val?
Yeah, I start discreetly letting the people of the house know, like, this is planned, this is not,
Prepare, some bags for him to take with him.
Yeah.
Prepare the carriage.
Yes.
So yeah, are you having them prepare anything, or are you just kind of sending Val off with Mo?
We'll send him with a small bag. I think it would be weird if we weren't sending him with anything. But like, so it only looks like a day trip. Like I tell them something small.
Okay.
So we don't want to arouse suspicion like the young lad. I don't know. He's not a prince. The young whatever.
He's also a lord.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
I mean, lord and ladies. I mean, their sons
Yeah.
are also lord and ladies. They're
Okay.
just not the head of the house.
yeah. So don't want to arouse suspicion like, he's like leaving for a long time or anything. But
Yeah. So do you do lunch with them and everything then?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do that.
It is a lovely lunch. You You're kind of taken by how much Zarin and Val definitely love each other and apparently love you as well.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they think you're Talbot.
Yeah.
So unless you're doing anything, I mean, I think we could probably just cut straight to Mo arriving.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I suit up, and then late at night, right? We're doing this in the cover of night.
Yes.
Actually, no. Let's roll back because I feel like you and Zarin are probably going to have to explain this to Val.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So after lunch, you spend the rest of your day going about your tasks, finishing up preparations for the war, and after dinner, and the rest of the day is concluded, you and Zarin pull Val aside to what could graciously be called the family room. It's more of a family banquet hall.
Naturally.
Yes. And banquet hall, not so much in terms of food, but in terms of size. It's just very, very large. And you sit him down between you on a couch that probably cost more than Mo has ever seen in his life. And yeah.
My sweet, sweet boy.
Yes, Papa?
Oh, no.
Papa!
I'm going to miss hearing you say that, son.
Well, I can say it whenever, Papa.
Yes, of course. But unfortunately, I will not be there to hear it. What I mean to say is, Val, you're going to have a new home. Temporarily, of course.
Yeah, Zarin's looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not... And Zarin breaks in. Val, darling, it is dangerous here in Freyhast, and your father and I feel it would be safer to send you to somewhere you can be safe, just until the danger passes over and we can be a family again.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
And Val looks confused and scared as fuck.
But Val, my sweet boy, you have nothing to be afraid of.
Can I bring Lacey and I need more names. Oh God, I hate names.
Bimbo, nope.
Bimbo.
I don't know. I was.
Will I have my servants, Papa? Can I bring my things? And he's definitely going to panic mode.
Yeah. You will be bringing a small bag of your things. Unfortunately, no one else can go with you. But I promise you, the people you're going to will take very good care of you. We can't risk.
Roll persuasion.
20, not nat.
Okay. Yeah, Talbot obviously is a firm father, and as you push the point across to what will happen, Val calms down, but he is not happy about it.
I know this is really hard to hear, but all of your things will be here just as you left them when you come back. Your servants will be here, and where you go, I'm sure you'll make new friends.
It definitely looks like to him his world is crashing in around him.
And the thing to remember is that we love you very, very much.
And we will always be here for you, Zarin. Don't forget that. Whenever you look up at the moon, just know your father and I will be looking back and thinking of you.
Barf.
And Sim is startled for a moment at that because that exact line is used in Love and Avram. And he was like, oh shit, Zarin, are you watching the filth?
And Zarin looks at you like, the fuck, what's going on? Just, we're trying to comfort our son.
Sorry.
They don't say that, but that's what they managed to get across with that.
The expression on their face.
They have very good side glances.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. This is all very difficult. Okay, so do you understand what's going to happen, Val?
Yes. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't want to do this.
Son?
And he stiffens.
This is very hard for all of us, okay? I know this is terribly upsetting for you, but we have to do.
Like tears are streaming down his face and his cheeks are red and he's angry.
We have to do what is best for you, okay? I turn to Zarin. Take him to be cleaned up and get him in some travel clothes.
Of course, dearest. And Zarin takes Val away, one hand on their shoulder in a very comforting manner, and you are left alone in this giant cavernous room, alone with yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna just sit there in silence for a few minutes, probably put my face in my hands, like, oh, fuck. This is shitty.
And you hear behind you, that was the right thing to do, my lord.
I turn around.
And Oswin Garrick is standing there.
Oh, yes. Garrick. I didn't see you there.
I'd be a very bad spy if you did.
Yeah, I suppose you would. I'm sorry. I didn't. I hate for you to see me like this with.
Fatherhood is nothing to be ashamed about, my lord.
You're right. Most important thing I've ever done. Boy, do I love that boy. I'm sorry. I have a few more things to take care of. I
have the reports as you asked for, my lord.
Thank you.
And he hands you a stack of papers, bows, and leaves the room.
I want to take a look at what these papers are all about.
Looking at them, you see they are a list of what could best be described as crimes against humanity.
All right.
They describe Talbot's spy organization destabilizing neighboring lords, towns, and cities by murdering and causing distress among the population, campaigns of poisoning and things like that against political rivals. And like Talbot so far has seemed very loving with Val and Zarin, but this is
a harsh shift.
Yeah, there's a lot of death in those papers of just normal citizens like you and Mo.
Yikes. Okay. Sim is very taken aback by this. Like, he knew that Talbot wasn't a great guy, but like to see it in writing, to actually see things, enumerated sort of, is very disheartening. Do I have any more meetings I'm attending?
It is the end of your day.
Okay. Fuck. Sim probably says that to themselves. Fuck me. Alrighty. So Sim was thinking that this would be when they disappear as well, like tonight. Obviously with the kid. I'm going to accompany Val, sort of thing. And so now I'm thinking, what can I leave behind to try to like fix some of this before I go?
It's already happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, clearly it's going to keep happening. Like, I'm going to go back to my office.
Yep.
And I'm going to write a letter.
Oh.
I've been reading a lot. So I guess I want to try to forge his handwriting.
Roll performance.
17.
Wow.
Yeah, it appears to be a pretty reasonable facsimile. Is that what? Did I say that correctly? Facsimile?
I have no idea.
Let's see. Well, verisimilitude is
not verisimilitude. No, that's different. Don't worry about it. You manage to create what you feel is a pretty convincing copy of Talbot's handwriting.
I'm going to take the seal. There's got to be a seal around.
Yeah.
And I'm going to seal it.
It's Talbot's ring, which you would have taken.
Yeah.
You would have known that's, kind of the source of his power. What is in the letter?
So the letter says that I've had a change of heart. I don't like the way things are being done, and that we need to stop the harm and murder of innocents in these neighboring towns and everything, and that I expect immediate changes to take place.
Okay, are you listing what sort of immediate changes, or are you just kind of saying that?
Like no more poison, no more I will list out some of the atrocities on the paper that was given to me.
Okay.
Just be like, and probably something to the effect of, because they would all know, they're all people of the house and everything. They would all know that I'm sending Val away to be safe. So I'll include something about, this may seem out of character, but recently, I've seen the light. I don't want this sort of world for my son, and that is why, sort of thing.
Okay. Yep.
And so I'm going to seal it, and I'm going to set it on the desk, but under a few things, so it's not immediately visible, because I want someone to find it soon, but not right away. Not until I've, left.
Okay.
So.
All right. Is there anything else you're doing before the tower presumably arrives? Not presumably, before the tower arrives?
I don't think so.
Okay. So, Mo, you haven't heard back from Sim, but you do believe that everything is still going according to plan, and that you are to arrive at the tower to take this kid away.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? You are, I imagine, still at the Salty Cat.
So I poke my head out occasionally to see if the flower has been taken.
It has been moved. It has not been taken.
What do you mean by moved?
Like someone, you imagine she's obviously seen it, but, did not take it.
Okay.
She's pissed.
Yeah.
Very pissed.
Okay.
I don't know why I said it like that. She's very pissed.
Okay. So I grab it and I stuff the note in my pocket.
Yep.
And I will knock on her door. I assume it's morning.
It's probably later at night as it gets closer to the time when I imagine it's going to be a midnight leaving of Freyhost.
Yeah.
If you're going to secret Val out of the city.
Yeah. Okay. So point being, I want to try to talk to Tano again.
Yep.
So I knock on her door.
There's no response, but you can hear there's someone inside. Like the bed creaks.
Okay. I'll knock again.
And just muffled, you hear, what?
Can we talk?
Little mouse feet land on the ground.
Yeah.
As the bed creaks, as the weight shifts and plops over, plops. Plop, plop, plop. She trods over to the door and opens it and looks up at you, and the fur on her face and on her head are just kind of sticking up every which way. She looks kind of messy, and there's kind of tear tracks dried into the fur around her eyes.
I just hold out the flower, ta-da,
She looks at you utterly unimpressed.
Okay. Do I see a vase or anything in the room?
Yeah, I suppose there's a vase.
Or a glass, at least.
Yeah, there's more likely to be just a water glass there.
I'm look what I got you. And I kind of shimmy my way in, and I fill the glass with water and put the flower in it. I don't want it to die. There it is. Do you like it?
She kind of jumps back up on the bed and kind of sits at it looking down at her feet. Mo,
No, I fucked up. Man, I shouldn't have left you there. Tano, I care a lot about you, and that wasn't my best moment. And I think about like what the tower is supposed to be is, constantly trying to improve myself. And I faltered, like I'm just sorry. You didn't deserve that.
I was just trying to help you and you didn't. Just promise me one thing. You're
anything.
No matter how much you need time to yourself or you need to do something, just tell me first.
Tell you first?
Don't just leave me in the dark and waiting. Tell me, don't just leave me waiting there again. Do you even get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Communication. I was a bad communicator. That's not what partners do. I couldn't think about anything else other than that night, than what I did. And it just, if I could go back and change it, I would. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to say, honestly, that I didn't like how I handled things, and
no, neither Sim nor I did.
Yeah, of course. And I'll apologize to Sim too. I can't do this alone. I can't.
Don't push us away.
Initially, I thought I needed space, but I won't push you away anymore.
Mo, people, the way you treat people will.
I treat people well most of the time.
It's not most of the time that matters. It's how you treat people when you aren't feeling good, when you're tired, when you're sick, when you're angry. That's what matters. It's just being good isn't about what you do when it's easy, but when it's hard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I need you. You're my compass. That's like
Mo. I don't know if I can be that for you. I don't know. You have to find a way to be good because you want it.
I do want it. I'm just stupid sometimes. Please, Tano. Yeah. It's one day. Like you're being crazy. Like this is insane. Like
I'm not breaking up with you, Mo. I'm telling you, codependency like that in a relationship is never healthy, and it doesn't lead anywhere good. Having someone be everything, a moral compass or whatever, that a relationship like that will just tear itself to pieces. You have to be good.
I'm
because
trying.
You want to be good, not because I'm there telling you how to do it.
I do want to be good, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes your insight is helpful. No, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry. I understand. I won't. You're right. I got it. I don't know what to say.
Does Mo even know what the word codependent means?
Sure he does, yeah. His intelligence is 20. He reads the dictionary. Just kidding. No, I get it. Yep. So it's just such a relief to say. I thought you were breaking up with me. Fuck. That was so scary.
Well, Mo, I'm angry at you. I'm not breaking up with you.
Okay.
I told you I just needed some time, and
okay.
I just needed time and space to be angry. Don't you have a lord to steal right now?
I want you to come meet my parents. I think that's kind of the silver lining here.
She blinks. Just like, yeah, of course I was coming with you, but don't you literally have somewhere to be in like 20 minutes? Mo, you have to go pick up the kid.
Oh, I was just like trying to reframe all of this. That's all, like it could be kidnapping a kid, or it could be giving a kid a better life. And we're taking our next step forward. You're meeting my parents.
Mo, Sure. Let's go meet your parents, Mo.
I think they're really going to like you.
Everyone likes me, Mo.
God damn it, Tano.
I'm very cute.
Yeah, you are. I like that you're confident about it too. Okay. I'll be back just meet us.
I feel like that was just like a little bit of shining through of Kyle there just for a moment.
Just a little, no. I assume we have a plan where we're all gonna because I assume I'm gonna go grab the kid, and then you all will meet up with me later. Or
I'm gonna go with you as the kid's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Tano, just meet us outside in like an hour, and we'll drop by, and we'll go on this adventure. Remember adventures? We have all sorts of fun together.
I'll be packed and ready to go.
Okay. I love you.
What?
Mo, it's been like a week.
Oh yeah. Fuck. And his face gets really, really red.
And she's going to roll an insight to see if you actually mean that or if you're being emotionally manipulative.
You don't know how I feel.
That's why she's rolling insight. That's an 18 that she rolled. Insight, I imagine hers is probably like a +3 or 4, so it's above 20.
Okay. So I disclose how...
Yeah, how does he really feel?
How do you really feel?
It's a bit of both.
So, yeah.
It's somewhat manipulative, but he does feel that way. He's like really scared of losing her, so he's like using it to try and get out of trouble.
She just looks more tired after you say that.
Okay. Gosh, this is so embarrassing. I shouldn't have said that. I don't expect you to say anything back, even if you really. Yeah. Anyways,
that's the codependency I'm talking about, Mo.
I just wanted to share. Whatever. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll go. This is really embarrassing. I'm gonna go. I'm glad we had this talk. I'll be here in like an hour or so.
All right, I'll see you then, Mo.
Okay. Bye.
Venmo sound like Venmo. I'll see you, Venmo.
Mo, please Venmo me, and then I'll see you, Mo.
Mm-hmm. So I Venmo Tano, and then I leave.
Yeah, here's the money for the fish and chips tonight. Thank you. Yeah, so then do you just head to Talbot's Manor?
Yep.
You are greeted at the gate by a bunch of guards, but they do seem to be expecting you and welcome you into the manor. Now, no sudden movements, Tower. Meeting a lord is very important, but we are still going to do our best to guard him. That is our job.
I'll be here. I'm a guard, too. I'm like his personal guard right now. Like, he has control over... Like, you understand how this works, right?
They just keep bringing you inside, so...
Okay.
I imagine you're probably in the front foyer with Zarin and Val's bag.
Yes. Yep.
Sir? And
Tower?
I like nod at you. Yeah.
I nod back. We'll be ready in just 1 minute. Thank you for coming.
59. 58. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to turn to Zarin. All right, my loveliest sweet morning glory.
Morning glory?
Well, it's a flower.
I know.
I don't know. But morning and morning.
That means two things.
It means two things. Zarin does not know that they should be mourning the death of their true sweet Talbot. But anyways, it's time to say goodbyes. Val.
Of course.
If you want to.
And they kneel down and give Val a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. No, we will see each other again, Val. Do not doubt this. And we will be a family together quicker than you think. Don't. I love you. He's like, I love you too. And he's crying.
Okay.
Very snot-nosed.
Yeah. Okay. I take out a handkerchief and like try to wipe his tears and snot and everything. Oh, all right. All right, Val. It's time. It's time to go. We have to go with the tower now.
Yeah, he's reluctant, like looking over his shoulder at Zarin, but he's going with you.
I'm going to give Zarin a. It's a kiss on the lips, but it's like a peck. Like I'm not going. Like I figured with this sort of departure, what Zarin doesn't know is that their air quotes, husband
yep.
is going to be disappearing tonight too, because of course.
Yeah, you go in for a quick peck, and they grab you by the back of the head and just lay one on you. And yeah, they're a pretty good kisser.
Yeah, Sim sort of like thinks, well, I mean, they're in mourning, they don't know it, but maybe they need this right now, and just like really kisses back.
And as you pull away, Zarin just looks at you, eyes half lidded. I will see you again soon, husband. I cannot wait until you are back home and safe with me.
Nor can I.
Make sure that you bring our son back home safe as well.
Of course I shall. He is everything to me, other than what you are to me, which is also everything. That was also a line from Love and Avram.
Yeah, the screenwriter did get a Razzie Award for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and with that, I will take Val's hand, and I will follow, like lead the way out with the tower.
Okay.
I like to think I kind of like, I'm like, hi, Val, I'm the tower. And I like stick my hand out, like I'll be protecting you.
He kind of looks up at you, unimpressed.
I'm an old friend of your family.
You have to do what I tell you, don't you?
Now, Val,
we can talk about this later.
That's not yes, you are a lord, and yes, the tower does work for us, but it's a little more complicated than that. You're going to need to show him some respect. Can you do that?
He just looks at you.
I make like a little trinket, a magic trinket, and it's like a I don't know, what kind of trinket could I give him?
A rubber ducky.
Sure. Yeah, a rubber ducky that
didn't mean it, but go, yeah, sure.
It's like this. I made this for you for the travels so you don't get bored. He's like, what, 12 or something?
Yeah.
He just takes it, squeezes it, it squeaks. Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Valros?
Yeah.
I don't like your attitude right now. Thank the tower.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, God.
There, that's a good boy. Shall we?
Let's go. Yeah, while the night is young.
And you get that he really only called you sir because he thought you were a knight.
I'm better than a knight.
I'm a whole goddamn weekend.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you take Val, you grab Tano from the Salty Cat Tavern, and she has her little backpack on, and it's very adorable. And as she's approaching, Val is looking around like, why are we taking a stupid little mouse with us?
This guy sucks.
Right? Maybe he does need to be brought up in a better home.
Papa, what's going on? This doesn't seem... Why aren't we bringing more guards with us?
Because that will draw attention, Val. No one can know where we're going. The secretivity of this, the secrecy, there it is. The secrecy of this operation is essential. You understand that no one can know where you are. It could be very dangerous for you and for everyone.
Roll persuasion.
10.
Yeah, he does not look convinced at all, and there's a glint of defiance in his eyes. Yeah, so what would you like to do?
In reference to the glint of defiance, I was like, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to grab him by the arm, kind of firm, and be like,
let me go.
Val.
You don't understand the weight of what's happening. We're here to keep you safe. It's okay, but you need to follow our rules or else something terrible can happen.
Roll intimidation.
17.
Okay. He gets a glint in his eye as you kind of squeeze his arm, and he's like looking at you, Sim, like for you to stop this mean old knight from hurting him. But obviously when you don't do anything, he's very confused by what's happening. And scared and a little timid now.
So the point is that we are quiet and we move fast. You hear? Let's make sure.
He nods.
Let's make sure we get off on a good foot. All right. We're going to have a great place for you where you can learn some work ethic and just become a good man. Okay.
All right. I'm glad we got that settled. Tower, I apologize for my son's... I wanted, what is it? It's not, impertinence, maybe. I almost said impotence. And then the only other word that came to my mind was insurrection. But it's impertinence. Tower, I apologize for my son's impertinence.
And Tano just speaks up. Oh, how are we getting to this camp, Tower?
We obviously... can't go through teleportation circles.
Yes. So, like, should we go get a cart or something, or are we just walking?
That's a good question. I guess we should get a cart. I assume Talbot
and you're
has
paying
some.
for it, right, Tower?
Yeah, of course.
That is so great, generous, and thank you so much, Tower. We really appreciate that.
Wow, this is tense. Of course. And then I'm like, shit. Wait, no. Sir, don't you, as I point to, or like, look at Talbot, like, certainly you have a cart we could take, right? There's no need.
I have some connections in town. Let me go speak with my cart guy. I'll be right back.
Okay, so who is Talbot's cart guy?
Cartman.
Cartman?
Oh, God.
Yeah. He is a goblin.
And is this just a guy that Sim knows then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a cart we could just take?
Well, we're not at our place anymore.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, you've
I
already
forgot
left
about
and
that.
picked up Tano at the
Right.
Salty Cat Tavern.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's a goblin named Frogwort.
Frogwort, look up. Oh, who are you? You look like you have money.
I do, of course. I am Lord Talbot. And I...
And like Frogwort bows.
Yes, thank you for your show of honor. I desire a cart for things.
Well, you came to the right place. Frogwart's carts, best carts in all the land, or you don't know Frogwart.
Yes, I've heard great things of your vehicles in town.
Well, a lord like you has heard my advertising. Talk about ad dollars going further than you'd expect.
Yes, I have seen your ads, although it was word of mouth that really
It's the best
brought
type
me
of
to you.
advertisement.
Yes. So I need a cart for 4 people.
Well, like how much weight are you wanting to carry? Like, are you just wanting a little dinky rinky dink cart, or like a big cart that you're moving you, your family, and everything that they ever owned across country?
Somewhere in the middle.
So, like the Odyssey Deluxe package.
That sounds good.
All right, that is 10,000 gold. I'm just kidding. That's a little goof that Frogwarts gives you so that when I give you the real price, you're not so offended. That's 500 gold for the cart.
That I can do, yes. Thank you.
And the horses are 100 each.
Okay. How many horses would I need?
I don't know, like 6?
6?
Roll insight. Frogwarts the car salesman.
Nat 20.
No, you probably only need 1 or 2.
Okay. I will get 2.
Oh, you're a smart cookie there, Mr. Talbot Lord, sir. Yeah, 2 horses, my finest horses. Betty and Boop coming up for you. He's slowly becoming Kermit. Like a very bad Kermit.
I mean, his name is Frogwart, so.
Did Frogwart go to Hogwarts?
I'll have you know, Mr. Frogwart, that as a lord, I don't so much appreciate you trying to rip me off.
Well, what do you expect coming to a cart salesman?
I think that I am due for a discount.
Roll intimidation. Wait, no, how are you wanting a discount? That's
just like to knock like make one of the horses free or something.
No, I know. How are you intimidating him?
Oh, okay.
Not like, oh, discounts. What are those?
Right. I was like, what do you mean? I get to choose what my discount is?
Yes, we like the back left tire discounted, please.
Okay. So I come very close to, Frogwart's face and I say, I'm a very, very powerful man. And as you said, word of mouth can really make a business or break it. I would hate to have to share with all the other people in town that you are running a business here where you think it's okay to, screw people over. On the other hand, I have a lot of really, really rich friends that would be interested to know about a new cart business. What do you think?
Roll intimidation.
23.
Yeah, he's very intimidated and he gives you half off.
Sweet. So that was.
Oh, please don't ruin Frogwart's business. Frogwart needs to sell carts for his many, many children. Look, I have alimony payments.
That was definitely Kermit.
Kermit popped out right there for sure.
Thank you, Mr. Frogwart. I will make sure to let all of my rich and powerful friends know about your spectacular and honest business.
Well, heidi ho.
God damn it. So,
and thank you for coming to Hogwarts. Thank you for coming to Frogwarts.
Okay, so half off. So it was 500 for the cart and 200 for 2 horses. So 350.
Yep.
I assume he gets my cart ready and I can.
Yeah, your cart's ready and you've got the horses Betty and Boop, and you go and get the Tower and Val and Tano in the back. And do you set off on the road?
Set off.
Do.
Yeah, you set off into the night. And that is where we're going to end this episode of We Never Learned the Rules. Thank you so much for listening. I am Brendan, your dungeon master. Thank you so much, Evan and Anna, for joining me once again. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach us at WhatRulesPod on Twitter or whatrulespod@gmail.com. The next episode after this is going to be our next Call of Cthulhu campaign, followed by the next episode of our D&D campaign. Thanks so much for listening, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye.
Uh-oh. We broke our done.